I'm Joe.
And I'm Ben.
And we're the Bourbon Boys. Let's pour a glass.
Welcome back to Bourbon Boys. We got a special one for you. 2 guests.
Double guest.
Crazy.
Double guest.
That's a twofer.
Tuesday, Friday. I don't know what the hell it's like. It's a twofer.
That's a twofer.
But what we got, so we have my son Nolan, who you guys have seen before. He's living with me now, so he keeps horning in on my bourbon. But that's cool. And he brought his buddy, his army buddy Noah.
Yeah.
So I want to keep calling Evan, which that's not correct. I know.
It's not his name.
Right.
He'll
It's
answer to
Noah.
it.
So I'm giving him bourbon, so he doesn't even care at all.
Sure.
So tonight we're going to do Larceny Barrel Proof. So you can see I've had this one before, and this is not my first bottle of this. This is batch A121.
Dude, he's an old man.
So this
like,
is a couple.
the
I know I got to hold it away a
the
little
readers
bit.
on, yeah. Colds it away.
There, you know, I got This was 114 proof. So I've had these a lot. I have had a number of barrels, but I realized we have never had it on the show, so we're going to do it on the show here, and probably these guys are trying to drink all my good bourbon.
Later. We'll drink all of
Right.
it later. Right now we're just going to have it.
After the bar, and we can't even taste it.
No, that is actually... So, he lives down in
Have you guys had
Lexington.
the Larceny Barrel Proof before?
I have not, no. He lives down in Lexington, and we're up in Cincinnati area. And one of the reasons he wanted to come up was to talk about stills and drink bourbon with him.
I
So
may
that
or may
was-
not have made a moonshine still during COVID. May or may not.
Strictly for fun and educational.
Yeah,
purposes.
Yeah,
Right.
education.
But
Yeah.
You're distilling
Hypothetical-
oils.
Hypothetical.
We didn't.
solution.
We didn't throw a party.
Right. So Larceny is a weeded bourbon. It's kind of not as well known as some other ones like Weller's and whatnot. But man, it's got a nice nose on it.
Sweet.
I always like
It
it.
does.
Sweet.
I'm having trouble smelling. I had like a whole seasonal allergy attack like 5 minutes
Is that why
ago.
you're
So.
sounding kind of funny right now?
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh.
At least I don't look funny.
No, look.
Ha.
You're wrong. Guess again, my friend. So it's like sweet,
Fruit,
brown,
sweet.
sugary, and
Apple.
light fruits.
Yeah, light fruits.
It's nice.
I really enjoy these.
That's very nice.
It's 114. You can taste it's got a little higher proof, but it's not
It's not
hot.
killer.
I don't think it doesn't drink hot.
Yeah.
It drinks soft.
I would not have guessed
Flavors that
114.
are on the nose are coming through on it.
Goes all the way back, but it's just full body.
Yeah.
Is a stark contrast to the Noah's Mill that we did the other day. That was 114 proof.
Let's not do the name.
I'm just thinking the same proof.
No, the
It
nose
is
knows
it is a
what's hot.
stark contrast.
Oh, I just love the nose on this. All right, so we're gonna finish this off. We'll come back and we'll talk about it. I guess I'll let them talk a little bit and whatever. I know I like to ramble on, but we're back in a minute. All right, welcome back. I haven't quite finished mine. I think Nolan still has a little bit left, but we're literally running out of daylight here. Because I worked today, and me and Ben played golf
Played
today,
golf.
and now they're headed out. I know.
Started chatting.
What
Now
I shoot today?
Let's say what 43,
37. Or it could have been last week,
43, 48.
Anyway, so
Played 6 holes.
we're back. Right. So,
It was putt-putt, yeah.
so Larceny, I forgot to mention, this is about a $60 bottle. So this is a Heaven Hill product, and it comes out. They have 3 releases a year. So they have A, B, and C for the year. So this is A121. So this is the first release of 2021, and it's almost gone. And like I said, these are here and gone. So they show up in the stores. They go quickly because these are, I'm going to call this a premium product. It's not as hard to get as some of the really hard stuff. You can find these, you can get these, and most of the time when they come out, if I'm looking, I can get a bottle of this as they come out for retail price, at least in this region. But if you miss it, if you're not there that week that it's released in Ohio, it's not going to be there next week. It's going to be gone. And even then, you can get it on secondary if you're willing to do that. But there's so many of them out there, so this is a relatively large release each time. You can get them on secondary market for only $10 or $12 more over retail. You can get them for $70, $75, which isn't too bad if you really want these. So God love Heaven Hill for putting out, I think, some of the best values overall. I don't like all their products, but they have a lot of really good products that are absolutely delicious, and they put them out at very reasonable prices. So we'll just jump right into it. Ben, you go ahead and go first there, buddy.
All right. So for my flavor, I'm gonna say it's really sweet. It's got a little bit of that heat from maybe the high proof and stuff like that, but really nice overall flavor. So I'm gonna go with a 3.5 on the flavor. And for the value and stuff, Adam.
Noah's watched the show.
Noah's watched it,
right. So for the value, I think you're getting you're getting right what you pay for. I don't think you're getting anything over with the price, with the value and stuff. So maybe a little bit. I'll go with a 3 for the value.
So I know I haven't had quite the amount that you all
Variety.
have. Variety.
That's all right.
But for me, I love a wheated bourbon. Wheated is definitely my favorite, and the soft fruits and the nose that carry through. So I would go with a 4 for me. I really enjoyed it with the softness and the nose that carries through and feels smooth. It feels just nice all the way down. And then for value, you said around the 60.
It's in the 60s. I wish I should have looked it up because I don't remember now. I always just buy them whenever I see them.
So I would still go with that 3.5, 4 because it was exactly that wheated bourbon flavor that I would look for in a $60-ish bottle. That's just like that consistent taste, flavor, nose.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say flavor for me is coming in a 3, maybe a 3.5. It's a little on the sweeter side and the lighter fruits for me. I tend to lean towards rye in general, just straight up rye or the higher rye mash bill bourbons. By no means is it bad. And I think for a $60 bottle, I would say it's if I'm paying $60 for a bottle, it's what I expect out of it. It drinks pretty soft for a 114, which is nice. And I would probably come in at a 3.5 for value. I'd say above average. It's not like a steal. It's not the deal of the century or anything, but it's a very quality product for a reasonable price.
I guess I'm a little more sold on this than you guys. I think this is a great product. I'm going to give this a solid 4 on flavor. I think it stands above most of them. I know each one of these batches is different because they're put out single batches. So I do have several of these bottles open, and they've all been good. And the ones that I finished have been good that I really like. I do have the last one from last year, C 23 or 22, I mean, which is one of the people are saying is one of the best whiskeys of the year last year. I haven't opened it. I want to open it, but I have so many of these open already. I can only have so many bottles open at a time. So it's one of the reasons I picked this one here because it was near the bottom. I thought we'd finish that off.
Do you need us to finish?
Well, I thought I might have some more. So I think Heaven Hill puts out some of it, and we haven't done the Elijah Craig barrel proof yet either.
Correct.
But which tend to be, I think, a little bit better than the Larcenys. But I think these are heavy hitters as far as value. I mean, I think this is a $60 bottle if you can get it retail in the 60s, and this hits, to me, far better than a lot of the $70, $80, $90, $100 bottles, $100+ bottles that we have and that we have tried. So to me, the value on this is really good. So I would say a 4 on these as far as value. I just think this is one of the best values, in my opinion, out there. And I don't know. I almost give it a higher value than that, except for I know that I've had the Elijah Craze, which we're going to do here soon, and which I think are probably a little bit better, in my opinion, than these are at one after another. But so I'm going to go double fours on this one. This is one of the better values and one of the better bourbons out there, in my opinion. If you see a bottle of this, you should snag it up, and it's probably worth paying a little extra, I think, on the secondary market, because it is. We've had so many that cost more than this
True.
that are
Not as good.
So
beautifully.
I'd have no issue paying $60 for a bottle of this.
I just wish it cost 20 so I could just buy all of it.
Yeah.
Right, right. Like I said, if it was under 50, I would put it easily higher than that. But even at 60, and that's
Still a
based
great purchase.
mostly on the competition
Absolutely.
that it goes up against. Like I said, even the Wellers, if you can get those, which are weeded bourbons, that's why I'm comparing those with this one, are $50 if you get them at retail. So probably better values, but just harder to get for most people than these are.
Yeah.
The Green Weller's like 20, isn't it? 25.
Well, I don't know if I can compare that one because of the proof points.
It is a much lower
Right.
proof point. That's true.
Right.
That's true.
So I'm looking. So that's a different.
The
you have
red-
to
the
take
red.
that into. You get so many more
Red,
bottles
blue.
when you proof it down lower than you can when
Yeah.
you leave it at a higher proof. So these do run higher.
That's
So
very-
114, which is on the low end of the proof points of these. So they do run higher than that also. But they don't ever get crazy high. I don't think there's any that I'm aware of up in the 130s or anything like that. But they'll hit in the 120s sometimes. So anyway, that's all I got. I'm a fan of the Larceny Barrel Proof.
I'm by no means not a fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Right.
think we're all fans.
We're all fans. So thanks for watching. Thanks for coming and seeing us today.
Yeah,
That's
thank
awesome.
you. Thank
I
you
don't know
for
if you
having
still
me.
see us because it's getting dark
Super
as
dark.
we're talking out here.
Got the one light.
We do have a light out there.
Anyway.
So anyway, thanks again.
See ya.
Talk to you.